Hi, welcome to this brand new venture that I am beginning right now in this moment. I have planned literally nothing because I've been going through this massive amount of creativity block, I don't know. And so my life coach thought perhaps it would be a good idea to remove some structure from all of the creative things that I've been working on in order to actually have a thought, have inspiration, have any sort of creative idea whatsoever. So this is terrifying for me because I really like to go into things with a plan. I don't like to not know exactly what I'm working on, but I have a feeling that doing this project is going to just make my whole life and my whole creative pursuit of everything so much easier. So this is me now having a conversation with you. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching this wherever, I don't know, because I'm going to put this out in a whole bunch of different places because basically, here's what I'm thinking. I am working on writing a comedy album, like a music album of comedy songs. And I have been so out of any sort of creative inspiration for the last couple of months. I have cranked out a couple of good tunes. And it just goes to show that anything is possible. But nothing near as prolific as what I was expecting to be doing at this point. Like I used to write albums of music and it wouldn't take me longer than a couple of weeks. But now all of a sudden, I don't know why. I guess because this is the closest thing to me revealing myself to you, the world, planet Earth, that it just feels way more scary. And if it's not exactly what I was picturing in my mind, I'm well, no, I hate it. It's over. And I don't want to do anything about it at all. So I thought I'm going to take you along on this journey because I wanted to do a podcast and a video series or whatever, all of these things. I wanted to do this to kind of, document what's going on, bring you along for the ride as well, so that you can see, how do we get from point A to point, I don't know what the hell we're gonna, words don't come out of my mouth all the time, but when they do, but how do I get from here where I am in gobbledygook land to where eventually I know I'm going to end up, which is with a really cool comedy music album. Fun fact, I also got a grant this week for my album. I got $1,000 from a really cool place. I'm not 100% sure if I'm supposed to say where it's from as of right now in this moment, so I'll leave that until I find out for sure if I'm allowed to say that. But I got a grant, and this is the first time that I've had actual validation, monetary validation of my skills, my musical skills. Yes, I have definitely sold several thousand pennies worth, not pennies worth, fractions of pennies worth of my songs on Spotify or Apple Music. And actually you can find a lot of my music out there in the world, and it would really help me to have you just stream my stuff all day, every day. It does actually give me a little bit of money here and there. But anyway, this grant was the first time I had validation of my art, of my craft that people wanted in the world. People who aren't my friends and family and my mom and my fiance Justin. Hello. Oh my gosh, very excited for that. So the other thing that it's doing is holding me accountable. I created a really ridiculously insane project scope for this album. Okay, so here's what it's going to be. It's gonna be 10 or 12 songs-ish, give or take, depending on how creative my flows of juices flow. My flows of juices flow. We're just coming out with gems here, left, right, and center today. So it's gonna be 10 or 12 tracks. And then it's going to, I'm supposed to be doing also some touring with this album, a little local tour in Toronto. So if you're in Toronto by the time allegedly my album is coming out in August, please buy a ticket for that. And then the most ambitious part, I don't even know if this is the most ambitious, probably the easiest part of it, is actually going to be putting together a whole music video thing. So the Bash Bros, they did the Lonely Island did Bash Bros. The visual poem about Jose Canseco and Mark McGuire, and they do a lot of steroid injections, and then they get a lot of roid rage, and there's like silk robes and kimonos or something. I'm getting like notifications, and so I am a little distracted. Probably should have turned those off originally. Perhaps, yes, probably. We're moving in like 3 days, so everything is being packed up, and Justin just got home with a whole bunch of boxes to pack even more things. I will show you pictures, because it's like there's a lot happening in here. If you are listening to this, please go find it in your heart. Go look at this boxed madness that is in my home right now. Okay, where were we? We were talking about Mark McGuire and his shrinky dinky balls to make his dick look long. So the rest of this project scope is going to be this like entire album music video. Why on earth I came up with this grand idea, I don't know, you know, because like I was like, I'm gonna get myself a grant, I'm gonna get myself some money, and I'm gonna like be able to do this thing, and it's gonna be awesome. I mean, I know how much this stuff costs, and usually I just do it myself and don't hire out, but I really wanted to hire some things out this time around, and I'm like, well, great, I'm gonna have $1 bajillion for this, $1 bajillion for that. I've also got my own podcast production business, so like I can use that to facilitate some of this stuff, but at the same time, it's like, I don't really know what I got myself into. I literally have no idea what I'm doing, and this has been a theme for quite some time. So the only structure that I have right now that I feel like is maybe good structure is just this grant application that I put together, and they were like, here, take our money. We think you should do this. And I'm like, great. Now I'm being held actually accountable. So there's like a lot that's happening, and I am feeling really way in over my head. I'm feeling really overwhelmed. I'm feeling like this is why I probably didn't apply for grants in the first place, because this is a lot of shit, man. This is like a fuckload of shit that I have to put together in a very short amount of time. And I feel like, I don't know, maybe if I had put this together during a time that wasn't a pandemic where I was stuck inside all the time and I totally lost my creativity because I can't see my friends, I can't go outside and like observe other human beings in their natural wild habitats and all of that sort of stuff. It's also the middle of winter. It's like, it's January, I don't know why I looked at my watch because it's clearly not going to tell me. It's January 27th today that I'm recording. Like, I don't want to go out there. I live in a snow globe at the moment. All I see is just misery and snow all around me, and it's not nice. It's unpleasant. And I'm moving in the boxes and everything. It's just not a good situation for creativity to blossom and flourish. I talked to my life coach about this. Shout out to Karen Choi. She is amazing life coach for artistes, such as moi. She also has a podcast. It launched this week. It's called The Secret Muse Society. Hey, plugging that. So we were talking about like, where do I find inspiration? How do I even go about finding it? So she gives me some really good ideas, which I will admit I have not implemented as of yet, but mostly it was go for a walk and sing at the top of your lungs in the middle of a park. I've been a little bit too afraid to do that. I have gone for a walk, and I do occasionally do weird dance moves at Justin in his office, just because I'm like, well, I gotta get some of my willies out. The other thing I'm kind of doing just to like have fun for inspiration is I'm doing dance classes with the Apple Fitness Plus thing. I love my Apple Watch. It's so fun. And I really miss going to the gym. And so like you could do like dance moves. Also, I'm going to show you, if you're watching this, I'm going to show you a very short clip of me dancing for an audition that I did recently. It's very embarrassing. It's like, when you think about white women dancing, that's what I'm doing. It's really uncomfortable to look at. So I was like, I feel like I should probably work on this side of me. So I did. So that's something I'm trying to do to get a little bit more inspired, to feel a little bit more like in my body instead of like out here in the ethereal, like what am I doing with my life? I just like truly, I feel like everything is spinning out of control all the time lately. I don't know. And like I've been here before, but I've never been here to the point of like, I don't know what else to do. Like my usual go-tos are go for a run, go for a walk, go to the gym, go see a show, go to a movie, go watch some other thing. Like, just sit in Starbucks and wonder why that person's staring at that person for 4 hours and the other person seems to like it. I don't know. I just don't know. So this is why I'm here, I think. This is why I'm here to just vomit out all of my various observations as I'm going through the process of writing this album. So far, my observations are, I like to dance, poop's funny, farts are funny, and I don't want to be in this physical space anymore, so thank goodness we're moving, am I right? I'll give you a tour of my new place next week. I'm so fucking excited about it. I'm going to have my own little studio space, so it's not just going to be like in my living room, and like all of the film gear is out, and then I have to put it all away at the end of the day. It's just going to be so much greater. It's going to be greater. And my watch is telling me to keep it going. I have to keep my rings going. If you are an Apple Watch user, please let me know so that we can fangirl about this. I am fucking obsessed with closing my rings. What I don't know, what else am I supposed to say? What else am I supposed to say? Who the fuck am I even? Oh my god, okay, so I'm Emily. I am in Toronto. I'm in Toronto. I'm from the Dirty Schwa. I don't know if I really want to tell you that, but I guess I just did, because, yeah, I just kind of want to, like, lay this all out bare butt naked for you. I have been writing music since I was a very tiny little child. One of my first songs was about Mr. SLATE from the Flintstones being really upset at Fred. And I also wrote a song about Mr. Bean, and those are the two earliest songs I can remember writing about. When I was in high school, I used to write this character, Lolly Bean, and okay, let me think if I can, like, remember a song. There was one song that she had that was about, like, being born, like she remembered her birth, and it was like a combo of Bjork and I don't know what. It was really weird. And then there was a really good song that I wrote called One Day Was Fatal for Johnny. I'm gonna have to find those recordings, because I did make my brother a very annoying CD full of my own music. And I, like, interspersed it with songs that he actually liked from this, like, power metal band Sonata Arctica. I'm gonna have to find those. I'm gonna have to play them for you because they are fucking ridiculous. There's also one where I make whale sounds for like 5 hours. If you had the fortune to be my sibling, you would be like, I'm gonna cherish this CD forever. I feel like Dave probably threw it out by now. Whatever, okay, so that's me. I do comedy, I'm an actor, I do lots of auditions, those are also really fun, and I make movies with my fiancé, Justin Decloux. I don't know why I said it like that, but Justin Decloux is his name. And sometimes we try to speak French on Français vendredi, mais nous ne parlons en français pour encore semaine, as you can hear, because I have no idea what I just said. I was trying to say we haven't spoken French in like many weeks, but anyway, so this is it. I think this is what I'm just gonna share with you today, because, like, honestly, I am just truly hoping that because you're coming along on this journey with me, it's gonna motivate me, it's gonna inspire me. Someone named Queenie signed up for my email list, and thank you, Queenie, because I was like, wow, someone aside from my mom signed up for my email list, and this is for you, okay? I'm just really, really glad you're here. And I want to say I appreciate all of you who are following along with this journey, because, like, who the fuck knows where it's going to go? I really hope it gets past this particular episode. It will. It has to, because I put this into my plan. I put this into my marketing plan for my grant. I got the money for the grant, and now I have to deliver. I am doing it now. I have accountability. Oh, what was the other thing I wanted to say? I wanted to say that, like, I think structure, yeah, this is how I started the whole thing, right? I think structure has caused me to lose a lot of creativity. It used to be such a good way for me to be creative. I was like, if I have, like, a couple of parameters, I can find creative solutions within those parameters. So, like, for example, I'm going to write a sketch about a botanist and a liger, and those two things have to be in there, and it has to take place in a cemetery. Like, how can I put all of that together? And that kind of structure and like, sketch writing structure, storytelling structure has really, really helped me in the past to find creative inspiration. But now that I have so much structure in my brain about like specifics about what I want to do, I feel like it's just holding me back. And so that was the end of that point. I'm pretty sure I went on a tangent like from the beginning of me recording to now, and finally wrapped up that original point. As you follow along, you'll probably learn that my ADHD is quite strong, even medicated. I'm so excited. So, yeah, that's it from me today. Goodbye. I love you.